Low airspeed 3. Heading to waypoint home, altitude is 3, ground speed is 8. Mode change to auto. Heading to waypoint 1. Heading to waypoint 2. Heading to waypoint 4. Heading to waypoint 5. Bad compass health. Heading to waypoint 1. Heading to waypoint 2. Heading to waypoint 2, altitude is 16, ground speed is 26. Heading to waypoint 4. Heading to waypoint 5. Mode change to RTL. Mode change to FBWA. Heading to waypoint 5, altitude is 20, ground speed is 21. Bad compass health. Bad compass health. Bad compass health. Warning, low altitude 2. Warning, low altitude 0.
Hi everyone, we are Aksantara team from Institut Teknologi Bandung, Indonesia. My name is Syarahman Ahdiatullah Ginting as the team captain. Let me introduce my team. First, we have April Selina as team manager. Then we have Akrami Afif as robotic software control. Then we have Lalu Muhammad Al-Haddad as avionic hardware control. Then we have manufacturing and design personnels, which are Agung Kurniawan Putra, Octavianus Demas Priambudi, and Zikran Deknada. But last but not least, we have Mr. Agus Mulyadi, PhD, as our advisor. Our plane called Chandramaya, and here is the detailed design of Chandramaya.
In this section, the UAV dimension specification is designed in order to fulfill these required missions. Mainly, the components of the UAV consist of wing, fuselage, and a conventional empennage. By using a 1.7 meter span of wing and 1.2 meter of fuselage line, it can bring all things which we need for all missions. The X, Y, and Z pointing position in the weight and balance calculation of the UAV is referred on the midpoint of the nose of the UAV. It gives easier calculation and determine the optimum location of the center of gravity, or CG in abbreviation. The optimum location of CG gives the best result on flight performance and maneuverability.
The manufacturing process is mostly done by laser cutting the airframe designed on a 3mm plywood and balsa wood. After it is cut, the side and the top part of the fuselage is covered by a film of monocoat, while the bottom is covered by a 5mm thick foam. This is done to lessen the impact when the UAV is landing. Meanwhile, for the bulkhead of the fuselage, it is strengthened by carbon fiber composite with hand layup method. After all part of the fuselage is covered, it is then assembled by gluing each part with cyanoacrylate ethyl glue. As for the wing, it is mostly made out of balsa wood, which are assembled by using cyanoacrylate ethyl glue to create its frame. The leading edge and trailing edge are made out of fiberglass composite with hand layup method. After the leading and trailing edge have been made, it is then glued to the frame, and the wing is covered by a film of monocoat. To strengthen and join the wing to the fuselage, 3 carbon tubes are used. Nuts and bolts are also used to keep the wing in place. For the tail, STV and horizontal tailplane and vertical tailplane, it is made out of 3mm plywood that has been laser cut, and it is covered using Scotch-Light sticker. The tail is also strengthened using carbon strip that is glued around the tail. And for the payload dropping mechanism, it is mostly made out of balsa wood and are assembled using cyanoacrylate ethyl glue. This is the technical drawing of the UAV. This is the structural drawing for the fuselage. It consists of 4 sections: the nose, middle front, middle back, and back end. It also has 6 bulkheads to connect each section. This is the structural drawing of the wing. For each side of the wing, it consists of 11 ribs, 2 spars, and 3 carbon tubes. And lastly, the system layout of the UAV.
Aerodynamics analysis of the UAV is conducted using numerical software like XFLR5. In addition, case like find the drag on fuselage, we use OpenVSV. It gives a result on this graphic. The trimming point of the UAV is located at angle of attack of 2 degrees. In order to find suitable performance of the UAV and ease of manufacturing process, we choose modified MH114 airfoil as wing airfoil and flatbed at all empennage components. To reduce tip stall effect on aileron, especially at high angle of attack, we decided to choose swept forward wide wing configuration. The requirement of the UAV is achieved, then the dynamic stability analysis can be checked using root locus method. By this root locus position, the UAV are dynamically stable at longitudinal and lateral directional, except for spiral case. Therefore, this achievement means the UAV able to fly stable. The aircraft is controlled using conventional control surface like aileron, elevator, and rudder. These components play important roles during missions. We use two PDM or payload delivery mechanism that are equipped with two servos that are directly connected to the Matexis FC or flight controller. To control the servo, the Odroid XU4 will send some commands to the FC with help of the muffling protocol library to bridge these two components to communicate with each other. The muffling libraries are the guide and rules on how and what a valid command to communicate with Matexis flight controller. These two servos are connected to channel 8 and 9 in the Matexis flight controller. To move the servo arm first in channel 8, we are using 500 to 1600 ppm to rotate from the open position to the closed position, and in the channel 9 we use 500 to 1300 ppm to rotate the servo state from open. We use Matec system H743W for controlling the autonomous flight because we need small, compact, and light flight controller. We use 2.4 GHz radio receiver for receiving input from pilot via transmitter, 433 MHz radio telemetry for communication between our UAV and ground control station, and rangefinder LiDAR light V3 for altitude sensor to calculate altitude. We use a high accuracy GPS called MAKey for detecting our UAV location. We use the MG92B servo for the elevator and rudder actuators, as well as the Corona CS239NG wing servo for the aileron actuators and two MG92B for servos for the payload mechanism actuators. For propulsion, we use Avenger 2X16 810 kV motor and A-Flight SUSE X ESC or electronic speed controller. For mission 2, we use Odroid Type XU4 as a single-board computer powered by UBEC 5V and Logitech C310 camera for processing the image. All of the components connected with AWG16 cable as a propulsion line to electrify the motor, and AWG26 cable for as a signal line and peripheral system. For safety system, we use 60 ampere circuit breaker for disconnect voltage and current for the emergency. We place it outside the fuselage so it will be reachable. We use foam tape and screw for placing the component to our fuselage. In this section, to complete the required of the mission 2, we are using some additional components. First of all, we are using SBC, single board computer, Odroid XU4 to support some computational process of the algorithm to drop the payload to the required dropping zone. We choose Odroid XU4 for the SBC because it is most suitable for this task. We are also using camera to detect the dropping zone red circle, and the camera that we are using is Logitech C310. This camera is already proven that capable to detect the dropping zone with various conditions. And last, to communicate with laptop, To run all the program, we are using Wi-Fi from TP-Link with SSH protocol from laptop to SBC. For the software part of the system, we are using ROS, Robotic Software Control. To develop the program to complete mission 2, ROS is easy and ready to develop because of the large community and the many support of the library that are ready to use, and we are not building the program from the ground up. Besides that, to successfully detect the red circle of the observing zone, we are using OpenCV with help of C++ programming language. We are using Hawk circle transform algorithm to detect the circle object, and after that, we are also filtering the color of the circle object, so only object with shape of circle and the color of red that will be detected. The SBC and DFC are also always exchanging data when the aircraft in the air using USB cable. SBC will process the raw data from various sensors that connected to flight controller. When it's time for the payload to be released, the SBC will immediately give a command to the flight controller to give a number of PWM signal to the servo to release the ball. The detailed design of the UAV shows flight performance with following table. The turning performance is obtained by analytic calculation with validation during flight test. The turning radius is around 6 meters with maximum bank angle of 60 degrees. The determination of required battery capacity is done by adding avionics and maximum power requirement and multiply it with 150% targeted mission completion. Therefore, we choose 6S 650 mAh battery because it is enough for the completion of both missions. Our maximum takeoff weight with payload is 2.4 kg and without payload is 2 kg. As shown in the flight section, we already achieved 50 seconds for mission 1, and for mission 2 we vow to achieve 50% accuracy with under 90 second completion time. In this section, we conducted several tests. The first one is battery consumption test. The battery lasted 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and this is more than adequate for completing mission 1 and 2. For thrust test, the result for maximum throttle resulted 2 kg of thrust. This is lower than the expected 3 kg of thrust. The performance loss is due to ground effect while testing. Even though it has performance loss, 2 kg of thrust is enough for the plane to have weight to thrust ratio of 1:1. Next, we conducted chassis strength test in both extreme conditions with gradually adding weight until it simulates around 2.5 g force or 5 kg. The result is the chassis able to withstand the load without significant deformation. Next, we conducted fail-safe test and it is able to comply with the regulation with the airplane turning right when a transmitter signal is lost. Last, we conducted mission mechanism system and it is able to operate autonomously with image processing trigger. Here is our aircraft cost distribution table. In total, we spent $818.16 for one UAV. We spent $744.65 for the aircraft system and $73.51 for material and manufacturing the aircraft. The final detailed design of UAV experienced some changes. The empennage has changed into a conventional tail. It occurred due to lack of information of reference design which have similar flight conditions with the conceptual design. On the other hand, the UAV also have enlarged horizontal tail volume coefficient. It is to get better pitch authority than previous condition. Then, the middle section of fuselage is shortened. It can reduce the overall weight and make the UAV more compact. After that, the layout of payload bay is changed into a single module which is located in separate position instead of all in one payload bay.